This is David B. 69, and you've caught me looking at the standings. Yes, the standings. And I was trying to calculate how many games until I actually clinch a playoff spot, which means how many games until I would clinch at least a wild card spot. Right now, I have an 8.5 game lead over the Braves. Okay, we could pretty much like almost eliminate the Mets. The other two teams in the division have already been eliminated. Um, and the Braves have a 10.5 game lead in the wild card. Yeah, the 10.5 game lead there, and the 8.5 game lead there. That's 19 games. There's 27 games remaining in a season, which means our magic number, I believe, is 8. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, basically, I can clinch a wild card in 8 games, wins or losses for Phillies against Braves, because they have such a huge lead. That's the only thing that really matters, in my opinion. I don't think nothing else really does. I'm going to give Stott the day off today since Weston Wilson did such a good job in the last game. Just going to give him another start. So, yeah, just found that interesting. So, let me know what you think in the comments below if I'm correct.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starter, Jesus Luzardo.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Just off the inside edge.
2-0.
Tap foul at the plate. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
High fly ball out towards left field. Reaching back towards the wall. And it hooks just foul. This one in the air. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Fought off foul. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Here is Matt Olson. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that one hit to first, and a foul ball. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 left for Atlanta. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. Back after this. Back here in Philadelphia, and towing the slab in this one, Chris Sale. And this will be a tough test for him. pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it, but this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. And this is a dangerous group, Chris. Top to bottom, loaded with players who can barrel up the baseball. A lot of high exit velocities, and that all results in a club that's leading the league in slugging percentage right now.
And Boog, that means the pitcher's got to be ready from the very first pitch of each and every at bat, because these hitters, they're ready to jump all over you, and they've got the swing speed, the velocity through the zone, however you want to measure it, to hit the ball hard and hit it a long way.
There's no question this is a lineup that is built to win in today's modern game of baseball. Kelnick on the move. And that is the third out of the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. In for a strike. 0-1.
Riley's one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball on his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boo.
Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So here's Murphy now. First pitch misses. Murphy, a former Gold Glove winner, batting sixth in today's lineup. And he was a third-round pick back in 2016.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, base is empty. Jared Kelnick next up for the Braves. Check swing, called strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Stays alive. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Harris sizing this one up, brings it in. Out number 2. Now batting Max Kepler.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
Checks his swing.
Did he go?
Appeal down to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. 0-1. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches.
That ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Luzardo back to work. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is downstairs. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. 1-2 now. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, second baseman,
Here comes
Ozzie
Albies to the dish. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out to short. Tosses to first, and Albies is retired. That's the third out. Braves strand 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Sale, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Just missed. Wilson launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
JT Real Muto batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Trey Turner now. Fly to left his first time. Ground ball up the middle. Arcia. He's in there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
So bases all loaded up. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryce Harper. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ball.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. It's
2-2.
2-2.
A pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ozuna ranging after it. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
So many times that one gets out of here and into his seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
And now it's Alec
Now
Bohm.
batting,
I'm curious how he
hitter,
decides to attack on the mound. This
Bohm.
guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That
Ball
one's
one.
upstairs, ball one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the
Ball
way
two.
so the hitter can focus on the
2
pitch.
balls. No strike.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and
That's a
third.
ball.
And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
High fly ball on that one, curling foul down the right side.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Kelnick on his way over. He's got it. And that is the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Start
off
of the
for
4th.
the Braves,
And here
left
is
fielder,
Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Still able to
Now
come
batting,
through behind in the
first
count
baseman,
right there.
Matt
He got that front
Olson.
foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Olson in the box
1-0.
now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Ozuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. Close, but called a ball. And the count 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Got him! And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Riley batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2 now.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 2-run shot, and the Braves have the lead now. It's 2-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
1 down. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. 0 for 1 so far. That one fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Jared Kelenic. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Philadelphia, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Nolan Arenado. Ripped on a line to center. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Fly to center his first time. Ground ball, Austin Riley. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's to third. Now the tag at third, and they got him. Inning over. Phillies strand 1. They're down 2-1. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's
Atlanta,
duel so far. Here's how the
shortstop,
starters have
Orlando
performed
Arcia.
up to this point. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Arcia, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. Just missed.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Swings through that.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 strikes.
Hit in the air, left field. Kepler corrals it, and there's one down. Now here's Jake Marisnick. There's a strike.
Yep.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Sia strikes him out for the second time today.
Now batting,
So the batting
center
order
fielder,
turns
Michael
over.
Harris,
Michael
the second.
Harris the second. Next up for the Braves, 1 for 2. That one the other way. Kepler makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies 1. Back here in Philadelphia,
Leadoff
here's the second
for the
baseman,
Phillies.
Weston Wilson.
Second baseman, Weston Wilson.
fouled off down the right side.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Outside with a breaking ball. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1-2. 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one's off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Real Muto, the runner at second with one away. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Here comes Bryce Harper. First pitch swinging.
Well, strike one is so
No
critical
ball.
in a bat
One
like
strike.
this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Fly ball down the line. Brings it in. That is the inning. One left for Philadelphia, and our score remains 2-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And that's fouled off. Luzardo ready to fire now. In the air, right field. Castellanos makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, bases empty. And that just misses. Swings here and blasts one left field. And forget it. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Olsen, the next
1
to
ball,
hit, takes
no
outside.
strike.
And that one fouled off. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one ripped. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it
Now
jumps
batting
off your
third
bat like
baseman,
that,
Austin
you're thinking
Riley.
double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here is Austin Riley. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That one ripped left field, way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jesus Luzardo is done, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching.
The new
for the
pitcher
Phillies,
in the game, John
number
McMillan.
40.
Pretty tight game, so they're
John
looking for quality
McMillan.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike two. Olsen at second with two down. Up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Caught him looking for the K. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
Now
for
it's the
Phillies,
DH, Alec Bohm.
designated hitter, Alec Bohm.
Sale back to work. That one
1-0.
missed.
Well, these Phillies finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And a slider misses down and away. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Phillies,
Here's Nolan
third
Arenado.
baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right
0-1.
there. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. And fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Nicholas
Now batting,
Castellanos.
the right
Both
fielder,
2 in this one.
Castellanos.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Definitely
One
a
ball,
frustrating
no strike.
day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Up the middle, Albies. And he beats it. He's safe.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. His July and August splits there. Swung on, belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Here comes Bohm around third. The relay to the plate. The tag out. Now with 2 runners at third, this is going to be a double play to end the inning. 3 hits in the inning, but nothing to show.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Phillies.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound,
43.
Joe Ross.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Kelnick up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Ripped to 3rd and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute
Now batting,
missile, and it
shortstop,
almost becomes
Orlando
self-defense as
Arcia.
the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Chop to the left side. Arenado on to first. Out. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2
Now
outs.
batting,
That is an
designated
excellent
hitter,
pace.
Jake Marisnick.
Jake Marisnick next up for the Braves. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back. Out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Digging in, Michael Harris II. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And it's fouled away. 2 out, space is empty. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game
for
summary.
the Phillies, center fielder Byron Buxton.
And that one fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. That takes care of Buxton.
Now batting,
Weston
second
Wilson
baseman,
stands in for the
Weston
Phillies.
Wilson.
Hard ground ball base now. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Phillies.
It'll bring up JT
catcher,
Realmuto.
JT Realmuto.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man at first, one away. Turn turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. 0-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Joe Jimenez.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
2 on, 1 out. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. 1 for 3.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Tying run at the plate. Swings and misses.
0-2.
And it's 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the league saves leader, up and throwing. Bummer, the lefty, warming up as well. The tying run at the plate. Center field. Harris has a beat on it. And the inning is over. Leave a couple, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sam Hentges.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Ozuna in the box now. No balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Matt Olson up to the plate. Hard hit left side. Arenado to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's Riley now. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Pierce Johnson.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Now here is Alec Bohm.
Ball.
And takes low for ball 1. Johnson, in his 7th season, he throws a curveball, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Fastball is outside.
3-1.
And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Third baseman,
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Arenado.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Albies. On to Olsen. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was
Now
far
batting,
from
the right
routine.
fielder,
That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough
Castellanos.
plays look simple.
Castellanos, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Breaking ball
1-1.
inside, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
2 down, nobody
2 strikes.
on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is even, 2-2. Swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back.
The
It's the
Phillies.
top of the 9th. And there's a
Number
new pitcher on the
58.
mound, Tanner Banks.
Tanner
And if you
Banks.
dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Murphy leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Buxton hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Now it's the right fielder,
Kelnick.
On the ground, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. First pitch just misses.
Ball 2.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. That's a strike and a full count now.
Full count.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Outstanding year for him out of the pen in terms of locking up wins for this
Leading
ball club.
off
A
for
chance
the
right here for his
Phillies,
45th save of the
left fielder,
season.
Max Kepler.
Swinging a foul straight back. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Iglesias picks up the strikeout. He's 2 outs
Now
away.
batting,
Byron
center
Buxton
fielder,
stands in for the
Byron
Phillies.
Buxton.
0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls. 1 strike.
Next
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses, and the count even 1-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next
Ball.
offering upstairs. Just
Ball, no.
misses with that one.
Really
Full
good take,
count.
especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team
Up
likes to see out of their
next for the
closer.
Phillies,
Come in
second
and just
baseman,
destroy all
Weston
hope. First 2
Wilson.
batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Wilson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Phils trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. So now a pinch hitter, Evan Carter, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
Evan Carter.
Iglesias is just 1 strike away. That one missing
1-2.
inside. Next
Ball.
offering is down low.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves get back in the win column as they take game 3 of the series.
You don't reach 45 saves in a season by wasting opportunities. This guy's been taking advantage of these moments all year, and we saw it happen again in this win.
Yeah, sadly, things didn't work out. Couldn't do anything about it. We had runs that are available and screwed up in base running. It's just like there's always huge accumulation. When we had 12 hits, when you have 12 hits, that should be plenty enough to get a win. Obviously, Chris Sale is Chris Sale. He did a great job. I just did not do my side. I really just did not get the runners in, and I didn't have good base running decisions and such. So that's all on me. I take the loss. So until next time, this is David B69. I'm out. Peace.